Yo, what up world? Welcome back to another beat making video. I got this track that I've been working on here that I kind of hear like Billie Eilish on, just because it has that like dark, melancholy feel, but yet it's still poppy, still something that could be potentially be played on the radio. And I think that's kind of her style, like poppy, but still kind of this like post grunge, dark, electronic feel. This might be a little too busy for her because there's a lot of elements going on, and I listened to a lot of her tracks, and most of them are kind of on like the simple side, but I mean this isn't really too complex. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just play this, and then we'll briefly just talk about some of the elements that we have going on here. Alright, so before I get into this track, if you like this type of content, beat making videos, definitely subscribe. I try to put out like 3 or 4 a week of different artists, different genres. If there's an artist or a genre you want to hear me do next, just comment down below and I will try my best to recreate that sound. But let's get into this one. So it all started with just this piano melody I came up with just messing around. So yeah, it's kind of dark, kind of melancholy, sad sounding. I was like, oh, this could work for Billie Eilish. So I just basically just built the track off of this. It's the main feature of this beat, and then under that we have this choir, and that's being played in M1, old plugin, but still really great. It's just like a female choir. I guess it's called Ladies, and really dark sounding, just simple triads though, and together with the main piano melody. Sounds like that. I thought it really blended well together. And then the automation you see here, this is just like a filter sweep for the choir. Just slowly introducing that element to the song. And then this here is just I'm basically just changing the levels of the main piano throughout the track. I want it higher in certain places and lower in other places, just to give the it more dynamics. And so moving on to the drums in the main verse section here. The kick is just on every beat, and the clap is on the 3 and the 7. And that sounds like this. Common dance pattern, and to go along with that is just this bass line. And that bass is being played in Nexus, just a simple like sine bass. Nothing really too crazy about this bass. Simple sine wave shape. And then we have these crashes. The first one is a reverse crash. And those are the drums that are being played throughout most of the track. It changes a little bit in the chorus. And then in the verse, I also have this like reverse vocal lead, this like female vocal lead here. I thought it was like nice ear candy for the verses, just something to make it a little more interesting, and it has a really like almost dreamy effect to it. Really like the atmosphere that sound brings, and together that sounds like this. And then for the second half of the verse, I reintroduced the piano melody, and that's just coming in with a filter sweep. Same idea that we talked about a minute ago with the choirs here in the intro, just slowly introducing the melody back into the song. You can hear that build up, and also this hi-hat. It's just on every beat like the kick, but I just have this pitched down hi-hat on the up. And that's just giving the track a little more bounce. I know I'm going like really fast here, but I don't want this video to be forever. Okay, so moving along to the chorus, I have this lead being played in Omnisphere. I forgot the name of it. It's like really weird name. Yeah, formerly known as virus. I don't know what the hell that means, but yeah, that sounds like this. So it's kind of like a harsh saw dance lead. Really gritty sounding, you know, typical sawtooth shape. And in the mixer, I just have gross beat on that, and I just have this vinyl effect, kind of like when it's kind of giving it the effect when like you stop an actual vinyl record. So that sounds like this. So without that, it sounds pretty different. Not nearly as like interesting. Yeah, I mean, gross beat could really change just the whole timbre of whatever sound you're using it on. And then that's being played for 8 bars, and I just doubled it up, just playing it up an octave for the second half. And I also have another choir come in. It's the same exact chords from the first choir we talked about. This is just playing an omnisphere, and it's much brighter, and it sounds like definitely more brighter, a little more airy, and that's just to brighten up the chorus. And also for the lead we talked about, I have it panned hard left and hard right for the first half, and then the second half I just have it panned right because I have another lead that comes in, and that's in Nexus, and that sounds like this. Okay, so yeah, this is the only part of the song in which this appears, and it's just the second half of the first chorus. And I also have these huge orchestral crashes that come in, and the hi-hat picks up quite a lot. So that's kind of just giving the second half of the chorus a ton of energy. It's probably the most energetic point of the song. And altogether, that sounds like this. I also added a live kick on every other beat for the chorus, just to add more energy to it. And yeah, that's about it. And the rest of the song, it just goes into this whole second verse section, just beginning with the choirs, and then we drop back into the beat. So yeah, no new elements, just yeah, we basically discussed everything that was being played. And just this last chorus is just the part of the song I'm still kind of trying to figure out. Don't really know exactly what I want to do yet. I don't want to have that really hype section again. I think it works better if it's just that one part of the song and that's it. So the second chorus, I just have the same lead, the same high choirs come in, and I just bring in that voice lead from the verses. I just reintroduce that in the chorus, and that's about it. I have some side chaining going on. I have all the choirs being sent to this bus right here, track 11, and that's just being side chained by the kick. All my claps are going to its own bus. like basically a reverb bus, and with a pretty big room. Just cut off some of those lows, and a decent amount of decay. And then I just have a stereo enhancer for the clap just to widen it up a bit. And the drums, I have this whole drum section here. There's some rims. It's like a rim shot in the chorus somewhere. I don't know what pattern it's on, but it's somewhere in there. And that's being sent to a drum bus. I just have a limiter on it, just compressing the drums and just boosting them a bit. And yeah, I have nothing on the master yet. Like I said, the track really isn't done yet, but I just thought I'd share like this work in progress. And yeah, so I didn't really talk about every little detail, but I think I covered the major elements of this track. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.